Sherry Flannigan, and I'm here with you today on Four Corners News. Cops sent out to house after a teacher sees this on a class video call. A Baltimore County, Maryland fifth grader got a visit from the police after his teacher called to report that she had seen a BB gun on the wall behind the student during a class video call. The boy's mother, Courtney Lancaster Sperry, a Navy veteran, is warning other parents that a lack of privacy during virtual classes after her son was targeted by a teacher who saw what she thought was a scary looking gun hanging on the wall of the boy's bedroom. While my son was on a Zoom call, a concerned parent and subsequently two teachers saw his properly stowed and mounted Red Ryder BB gun and one other BB gun in the background, Sperry wrote on Facebook. He was not holding them and never intentionally showed them on video. In fact, he was oblivious that they could even be seen in the background. After the teacher reported the gun, the principal, Jason Feller, decided to call the police to report the guns and ask that the home be searched. Sperry told PJ Media that the school's vice principal called her ex-husband, claiming to be checking on network connectivity. She believes the real reason for the call was to find out whose home her son was at. The vice principal ended the call without leveraging the opportunity to discuss the matter and rather was fishing for information to find out where to dispatch police, she said. Now, the 11-year-old in question is a Boy Scout pursuing the rank of Eagle Scout and is an outdoors, all-boy kind of kid, his mom said. And as his parents and by way of legal rights, he is allowed to own said guns. In addition to the BB gun, she said her son is training in archery and enjoys shooting his airsoft gun. Editor's note: of course, Sperry was shocked when the police showed up at her door. I had no idea what to think. I've never been in any legal trouble whatsoever. I've never had any negative encounter with the law enforcement, said Sperry. I had no idea. I really didn't know what to think. So I answered the door. The police officer was very nice. He explained to me that he was coming to address an issue with my son's school, the mother told Fox Baltimore, and then explained to me that he was there to search for weapons in my home. And I consented to let him in, and then I unfortunately stood there and watched the police enter my 11-year-old son's bedroom. The officers that responded were appalled at the call and even commended the setup that my son has for his toys, and commended him also on his respect and understanding of the BB gun, Sperry wrote on Facebook. Sperry asked the principal why the issue couldn't have been handled privately by phone rather than sending the police. He said that was not their policy. I felt violated as a parent. And for my child, who was standing there with police officers in his room just to see the fear on his face, when she should have done, what she should have done, is to refuse to let the police in her home without a search warrant. Neither she nor her son had done anything wrong, but the police invaded and searched the family's home anyway, albeit politely, poking around for a full 20 minutes, despite the fact that no wrongdoing had been alleged and they had no probable cause to search the home. This was nothing more than an overreaction by a nosy teacher who was spying on her student's bedroom when she was supposed to be teaching. According to Sperry, the spy teacher took a screenshot of her boy's bedroom, which is incredibly creepy and a violation of the family's privacy. When the mother demanded to see the screenshot taken by the creeper teacher, she was told she would not be allowed to view it because it wasn't part of his official school record. It's absolutely scary to think that, Sperry said. Who are on these calls? Who do we have viewing our children and subsequently taking these screenshots that can be sent anywhere and used for any purpose? She told PJ Media that she decided to go public in order to push for policy change and make parents aware of possible violation of privacy during online classes. This incident raises some serious questions about privacy related to virtual learning. Teachers and perhaps others who might be watching are granted access to children's homes and even their bedrooms. It appears from this incident that there were no rules in place preventing the teacher from taking pictures of his bedroom. How many students has this teacher's photo? How many screenshots has this teacher taken of them during virtual classes? Has she amassed a database of her students' home situations? I have explained to my son that he did nothing wrong, Sperry said. I'm just sad, said the little boy, because I thought the teachers were my friends. The school refused to comment on the specific case, but told Fox Baltimore, there are multiple ways for families to share concerns with us. In general, the safety of students and staff is our chief concern, whether we are meeting in classrooms or via continuity of learning. So, what are the parameters? Where are the lines drawn? Sperry wants to know. If my son is sitting at the kitchen island next to a butcher block, does that constitute a weapon? It's not allowed at school, right? So, would my home then be searched because he's sitting next to a butcher block? I feel like parents need to be aware of what the implications are and what the expectations are. Virtual learning may work well for you, she said, but make sure nothing in your home offends anyone, or you may spend the next couple of weeks circumventing the invasion and violation that I did today. My child and my home will no longer be subjected to video to allow room for any other violation of my rights and how I legally manage my home, she declared. Well, it's a new day. And to have teachers do that, that's just beyond belief. Anyway, until our next time, be blessed and not stressed. Shalom.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.